Hello, I'm Mother Mary Bluntenscary, and I'm here to set you straight on what's Catholic and what's not. So listen up, or I'll have to dust off my ruler. Today, I want to talk about Catholics who leave the church because they say they're not being fed. That is absolutely the most unreasonable and yet quite possibly the most popular excuse for poorly catechized Catholics to bail on Holy Mother Church for a mega Bible church, which I like to call a karaoke church. If you've ever been to one, you'll know what I mean. What does "I'm not being fed" mean to someone who leaves Jesus in the Eucharist? I just don't get it. They are trading God Himself in the flesh for a motivational speaker. How can anyone who knows the truth justify that? They can't. The problem is most don't know the truth. It breaks my heart to see someone surrounded by truth, encased in a layer of ignorance, choose to walk away from Jesus in the flesh for the feel good instant gratification rather than breaking through to the truth of the Catholic Church. It's not surprising, though. It's like marriage these days. It's so much easier to walk away than to work on fixing the problem. Instant fixer, I'm out of here. And that's why the only place that is being overpopulated these days is hell. Actually, that's quite ironic. All these new age earth worshipping pagans trying to save the world from overpopulation are quite possibly going to end up in the most overpopulated destination at all for eternity. Hmm. Sorry, I just had a revelation there. Anyway, let's assume that our separated brothers and sisters don't know that Jesus is truly present in the Eucharist, even though it says right in the Bible when Jesus was telling people he was going to give us his body to eat and blood to drink, many who were following him up to that point laughed. Whoa! What a precedent they set! And Jesus didn't go after them and say, "Hey, you misunderstood me. I meant I will give you bread and wine that will represent my body and blood for you to eat and drink. Y'all come back now." No, he let them go, and he turned to his apostles and asked if they were going to leave too. They didn't understand either, but they had something the others didn't: trust and faith in Jesus and His Word. And that's exactly what we have today in the Catholic Church. We can't understand it, but we have trust and faith in Jesus and His Word. How interesting! These people are going to a Bible only church, which means they don't accept anything that's not in the Bible. Yet John devotes chapter 6 in his Gospel to the real presence of Jesus in the Eucharist. I'm confused now. Is it the Bible alone or not? Oh, yeah, I remember from my youth. It's the Bible alone with the Holy Spirit leading me into proper understanding. That's right. So the Holy Spirit tells me what the Bible means. Hmm. Is the Holy Spirit schizophrenic, playing a trick, or is it the Holy Spirit leading them? Because they're all coming to different conclusions about the same passages. And if there is only one truth, and God can't lie, then why aren't they all getting the same answer? It doesn't make sense to me. And when they say they're not being fed, maybe what they're saying is that their intellect is not being fed. I get that. And that has been a problem in the past, but not today. Yes, in the Mass, the priest only has about 15 minutes to get his teaching across about the Scriptures. After that, eyes start to glaze over. And yes, many do not use their 15 minutes very well. In fact, I know people who drive all over town trying to get a morsel out of that 15 minutes somewhere, at different parishes, but they don't leave the church that Christ established. How do mega churches keep people's attention for hours of preaching? They use motivational speakers, feel good music, and theatrics to entertain and fill your spirit with good feelings that make you want to come back. It's kind of like a drug. It gives you a high and keeps bringing you back. But it's missing the elements of true worship, sacraments, the tradition the apostles preserved, and the most important thing of all, Jesus Christ in person, body, blood, soul, and divinity. Even if you live in Podunk and don't have access to a good preacher, there are tons of resources available to you to learn what the scriptures mean, interpreted by the church that brought them to you, and to learn the truth that Jesus entrusted to his apostles. You can find Catholic shows on TV, the internet, and the radio. There are books, magazines, audio and video recordings. You'll also find all Catholic radio stations and Catholic apologists that travel around the country teaching the faith in person. They would be the equivalent to a Catholic motivational speaker. If you can read, hear, or see, and don't live under a rock, you can easily find the resources to learn your faith and do it all without leaving Jesus Christ in the flesh. So if you've left the Catholic Church because you were deprived of proper formation in the faith, I hope that you will reconsider Holy Mother Church and start doing a little research and find out what she truly teaches. Catholic.com is one of the best and most reliable resources for the truth. Be careful, because there are many who call themselves Catholic who are merely wolves in sheep's clothing, trying to snatch your soul for the devil. Hello, I'm Sister Mary Full of Grace. What Mother is saying is that it is sad to see how many former Catholics have left the fullness of truth found only in the one holy Catholic and Apostolic Church that Christ established 2,000 years ago, the Catholic Church. It is sad that the Church failed them. It is sad that they have been swayed by fast-talking motivational speakers who make them feel good while leaving out the essentials that Jesus left us. It is sad that they did not do their homework and find out exactly what they were leaving before they left. It is sad that they did not have a faithful, informed Catholic to turn to for answers. And more than anything else, it is sad that in their ignorance they left Jesus Christ in the flesh, the exact thing they are seeking. All faithful Catholics are called to share the truth with those you know who are risking their souls by leaving the Catholic Church for any reason. I hope you will have a conversation with the Holy Spirit and see what He wants you to do about it.